Planning a new system by me. So, reasons for planning a new system could be efficiency, suitability for a new purpose. The old system might be outdated, or it might not be productive. For example, you might want to limit some stuff that the employees can do to make them more productive. Or the quality might not be very great. It might have a lot of bugs. Cost and ease of use are also factors. So these could be reasons for wanting to change the new system. But you'd also have to consider some limits, essentially. The hardware might not be suitable for the new system that you want to develop, or the software might not be ready, or it might need a lot of time to code. The environment, time, training, redundancy of staff, and cost are also big factors. Cost, as you see, have come up in both considerations and reasons, because it is a big effect on systems, hardware and software. Cost is important to consider. Examples for wanting a new system could be a library wants to improve their system by logging every book to a shelf or coordinate. This could be good because if somebody comes in and asks for a book, the librarian can find it on the system and direct it. This would increase productivity, efficiency, and it might not cost very high. A restaurant might also want to automate taking orders to minimize errors so that the orders are put into the system directly and it goes to the kitchen immediately, and there won't be any mix-ups. This would also cut cost on paper because they would always use the same system on the same tablet, but it might have a high initial cost. A bank might want to connect their locations via fiber optic cable to increase the speed at which transfers are completed. Fiber optic cable is a good example of a very costly upgrade because they cost a lot, but it might be effective because a bank makes 1,000 transfers a day, and it might actually cost less in the long term to make more transactions faster. For every system, there must be a feasibility check. These are some stuff that you'd have to consider a yes or a no, and some issues there might be, processes. So would it deliver tangible benefits? Will it minimize any negative effects, etc.? Questions? Here are some questions. Hey Viraj, do you think a system is feasible if it costs twice as much to maintain?
It probably isn't feasible, but there is multiple other considerations that we must take into account before we can. Otherwise, if you base it on cost alone, very pointless.
To maintain? It's going to be very long term, and twice as much is a very high amount to pay.
Course,
so unless
if the old system is completely useless, why would you have? It doesn't matter if the new is twice as much. If the old one's useless, what's the point?
Unless it's a very, very big upgrade, costing twice as much is a no. You should not change the system, or you should wait for an upgrade that will cost less. Pablo, should a new system be replaced if it still works?
Depends on your necessities.
Of course. It doesn't matter if it still works or not. If it doesn't work well enough, you should change it. Yeji, what are some main aspects to consider before switching systems?
Cost of maintaining the new system, or like cost for training the new staff how to use the new system, and also some environmental impacts, as well as ethical issues, because it might result in job redundancies and all that.
Very, very good. Correct. Thank you for listening.